Wow, what a wonderful week it's been in Tokyo. I'm just back from 7 days in Japan working on the first annual Japan Central Europe Investment Summit and Awards. My name is Thom Barnhardt. I'm from CEE Business Media and based here in Warsaw, Poland. I'm at the top of the Interconti Hotel right now on a very cloudy and foggy day. And I just wanted to give you a 2-minute overview of what happened in Tokyo as we prepare for this awards event. We had lots of meetings last week, probably about 25 companies, commercial counselors, Japanese investors in Europe, as well as JETRO, the EU, Japan Center for Industrial Cooperation, a number of chambers of commerce, a number of key media partners. Now you might ask, why are we doing this investment summit and awards in Tokyo, and why now? Well, Central Europe is a really well-established investment destination for Japanese companies, and you may be surprised to know that the Czech Republic is number 2 foreign investor is Japan. In Poland, Japan is the number 3 largest foreign investor, and the same thing in Hungary. So the investment is also balanced across multiple sectors. Of course, it's in the automotive and automotive supply chain, quite big sector. It's also in manufacturing, consumer electronics, business services, and energy. And we see that Japanese companies are continuing to be interested in Central Europe, especially on the acquisition side. A number of M&A deals have come up recently and are in the works across the Central European region. Furthermore, this year, 2018, Japan has just signed with the EU the EPA, the Economic Partnership Agreement, which begins in 2019, spring 2019, the Japan-EU EPA, it's called. And lastly, of course, Brexit is on the horizon. Now, no one knows how much impact that's going to have, but clearly the impact will be there will be some impact on Central Europe as those Japanese companies which are currently in UK look for new locations inside the EU. And Central East Europe is well positioned for some of that business. So what's the agenda for the April 25th conference in Tokyo? Well, first of all, we expect about 120 guests. More than 50 Japanese companies who are already operating in Central Europe, and of course many as well who are looking to expand, little mid-market companies who are looking to set up new operations in Central Europe, or they're looking to acquire companies in the market. The daytime investment summit will be focused also on cross-border investment from Japan into Central Europe, as well as a touch on the interests among Central European companies that are expanding into Japan. I'll tell you a bit about the agenda, some of the sessions. We'll have case studies on greenfield investments and M&A deals done between Japan and Central Europe. We'll have an overview of the impact of the Japan-EU EPA agreement and its prospects to affect and influence positively the trade and investment flows between Japan and Central Europe. We'll also talk a bit about the investment and tax incentive changes that are happening right now in Central Europe, particularly in Czech Republic, Poland, and in Romania. Some of those are very important, especially to the Japanese companies who are large manufacturers and direct investors in the region. We'll also touch a bit on the 3 Cs initiative, which is a major new initiative driven by the governments in the region who are aiming to boost the infrastructure connecting the Central European region quite significantly. And that will be both road and rail, seaports and airports, but also the digital world in the Central East European region. And finally, we're going to have separate breakout sessions on 25 April, which are going to cover non-direct investors. And these are portfolio investors in Japanese pension funds, Japanese investment funds, who are looking at asset classes in Europe, which include publicly traded companies, that are listed on stock exchanges, as well as Class A offices. And for the most part, these Japanese investors are not yet in Central East Europe, and we intend to brief them a little bit about the attractions of the region for Japanese investors. And of course, the summit during the daytime will be in Japanese language with translation into English. Now, the evening awards gala, what's going to happen there? Well, the evening is going to be focused on these 10 awards categories, which are on the website, and they're categories like top automotive investor in the region, top M&A deal of the year, and 10 categories. You can check out the website, which is Japan-Europe-Investment-Awards.com, and see the full list. We also will have one category for top Central European investor in Japan. Now, we know that the awards will be a great way for Japanese companies to congratulate their management, teams and employees for a job well done, to thank their clients, and also to publicize the Japanese support for local communities and CSR. The Japanese are very strong in supporting local initiatives and the local communities, and we'll also have a specific award for top CSR initiative of the year. The Awards Gala will be really a great evening for building business relationships between Japan and Central Europe. In addition to the commercial counselors who will be invited from across the region, we're also inviting the ambassadors this year from across the region to attend as well for the Awards Gala. So we're expecting a really top-level VIP evening, great food, great wine, great location, and most importantly, a really elite group of top VIP business executives. So we're soon to finalize all the speakers, the jury members, the key partnerships and alliances, and the nominations for the top categories open in December. So please contact me or Mihoe in Warsaw or Yumi in Tokyo. All of our email addresses and telephone numbers are on the website. Again, Japan-Europe Investment Awards.com, and hope to see you in Tokyo.